Hey guys, Cliff here for That Was History. I'm breaking out of our usual mold for this episode because I wanted to talk about a breaking story that's all over the news right now. And that's the story about the first Ebola patient being treated on US soil. If you're not aware, Ebola can be a very deadly virus, and it just so happens that the patient in the news is being taken care of at Emory University Hospital, which is right here in my home state of Georgia. And I just realized that I'm about 50 miles away from the very first human case of Ebola in the United States. So first things first, let's talk about the Ebola virus itself. The virus has an incubation period of about 8 to 21 days, and early onset symptoms include fever, muscle weakness, headaches, and sore throats. As the disease progresses, it can cause liver or kidney failure, as well as external or internal bleeding. It is currently one of the deadliest diseases in the world with a fatality rate of 50 to 90%, and as of right now, August 2014, there is no known cure. Thankfully, the Ebola virus is not airborne, which means that you cannot contract it unless you come in contact with the blood or secretions of an infected individual. This includes contact directly with them or with things that they have touched. Honestly, if this virus got out of hand without a known cure, it could be a real apocalypse starting problem. The good news? People in the real world are smart, and they'll take every precaution necessary to prevent this type of scenario from happening. Unfortunately, there's not going to be any zombie apocalypse anytime soon, I'm afraid. Anyways, our news story starts with Dr. Kent Brantly. He and one other American were reported to have contracted the Ebola virus while trying to fight off an outbreak in West Africa. Current figures estimate about 1,300 infections in that region as of July 31st, with a fatality rate of 60%. That's 729 deaths so far. Dr. Brantly has been flown back to the United States so that doctors here can do everything possible to help save his life. Without a known cure, this is a very time-sensitive matter. As I mentioned earlier, Dr. Brantly is being treated at Emory University Hospital here in Georgia. Here's some video footage of what is believed to be Dr. Brantly exiting an ambulance in a full-body protective suit. As you can tell, medical staff are taking every necessary precaution in order to protect the doctor as well as citizens of the United States. Despite this, there are still those who are very angry about Ebola being treated within the states. According to CNN, someone on social media wrote, "The road to hell was paved with good intentions," using the hashtag Ebola outbreak, followed by, "What do we say to our kids when they get sick and die?" This kind of reaction is crazy to me, but that's just my opinion. I'm sure there's a vaccine in the works, and I'm betting that we'll get this under control as soon as possible. Events like this have happened in the past, and every time the human race has prevailed. Regardless, this is definitely a moment for the history books, and we're watching it unfold. But now I want to hear from you on the topic. Do you think it was a good idea for us to bring Dr. Brantly to the United States for treatment, or should we have kept him isolated where he was? Leave your comments in the comments section down below. Just out of curiosity, did you happen to see our last episode? If not, it was about a battery that's over 2,000 years old, and you're going to want to check it out. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you help ensure that you will see our latest episodes as they are released. Feel free to share this video on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+, or any other social media. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here real soon.